baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around trying to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public when fake hell low, behind closed doors who brought them home. I moved, I was gonna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling the people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on, thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Stay my neighbor, I know your kind. Say my deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another beat instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, tell them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
You may be seated, motherfuckers. Yeah. Shout out to the baby mama terrorist bounty hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And what we're going to talk about today, of course, another baby mama terrorist. Vanessa Bryant's mother. Sophia, what is her last name? I don't know what the fuck this bitch last name is. Sophia Lane. That's her name. Want to give a shout out to Morton. He said, let me guess, she must want some of that money she did not earn. Yes, you're right, 100%. Shout out to Julius Mays. Shout out to the homie Brandon. Shout out to Mr. Hall. I like calling him Mr. Hall. What's good? Grandmaster Bounty Hunter, Mr. Palmer Peace. Hey, man, Bounty Hunter, baby mama terrorist Bounty Hunter. Judge Palmer, we at Palmer's court right now. We're going to take this bitch to trial because this bitch is a piece of shit, baby mama terrorist. Shout out to Dexter. Ordering the court. Yeah, court now is in session. Yes, court is now in session. Yeah, dedicated. What's going on, bro? Lorenzo in the building. What's going on? Hey, man, the reason why I want to talk about this, y'all, because she's a baby mama terrorist as well. Now, y'all know what happened with Kobe Bryant and his daughter. They died in the helicopter crash. Prayers go out to the family. And while Vanessa, who lost a daughter, lost a husband, you got her mother, so-called mother, baby mama terrorist, who want to sue her for money on the grounds that Kobe Bryant said, you will always be taken care of anything happened to him or to me. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, this bitch took her to court and filed a lawsuit. Can y'all imagine that, y'all? Now, y'all know a lot of niggas are stupid enough to fight over money when somebody passed away. I know y'all can relate because it might have been your grandmother, it might have been an uncle, might even be your own father, mother, passed away, and then here comes some low-life motherfuckers come out the blue talking about, well, yeah, you know your father promised me to give me the car, or your mama promised me to let me get the house, and promised to give me $10,000 because he said this and all that, but wasn't no paperwork drawn up. Wasn't no will, wasn't no contract, anything, but yet you come out the blue when I'm stressed, hurting, in pain, sad, grieving, everything else, talking about what the person have said they left you or wanted to give you. You know, and the way I always been, I felt this way. I don't have my mother or my father. They both passed away. My dad died back in 2008. When he passed away, me or my siblings come out talking about, yeah, we should get this. We knew it automatically go to the wife, my mother. So it's nothing to be said. And when my mom passed away, wasn't no argument about, well, I should get this, I should get that, and yeah, I was there too, ass shit. We didn't have them problems. They knew what was up. We didn't fight over nobody else's shit. And it's sad that they will fight over $200. These low-life ass niggas. And when I say niggas, I ain't talking about black people, I'm talking about whoever. When it comes to money, when somebody passed away, I thought back in the day, it used to be when somebody passed away, bring the family together. Now, actually, it makes it worse. So if I gotta, you know what I'm saying? If I gotta get rich or my parents passed away, I'd rather be broke forever. I wish I could have my parents back. And like I said, if I gotta get $1 million for my parents to pass away, I'd rather be broke forever. And I hope they live forever. That's how I always felt. I'm not finna fight over nobody else's shit. But you got a lot of niggas that fight over other people's shit. And that's what this bitch did. This bitch old as fuck. And she's still worried about somebody's money. She also get alimony from a previous marriage. She get alimony. So she's not broke. And of course, she was over there living with Vanessa, Bryant, but she wasn't no caretaker. She was there, but she wasn't a caretaker. And soon as this man passed away, wasn't even enough time for him and his daughter to be buried, here she come talking about she want to file a lawsuit because she wants fucking money. And y'all know these baby mama terrorists are no different. They want your child support. They want your alimony. They want a piece of your business. They want a piece of your land. They want a piece of your house. They want a piece of anything they can get for free when y'all not together no more. You know what I'm saying? Big ass leech. Yeah, exactly. These are leeches. But then they get mad at me and say, "Oh, you mad? You bitter? You got issues? You mad cause you got mama issues and everything else." Now I'm just calling you hoes out. Excuse me. But that's what I'm saying. And as long as I live, I'm gonna keep exposing you baby mama terrorist whores, you simping forces, and everybody else that need to be exposed. So I don't give for what you say. Because just recently, y'all, I had somebody to tell me they saw my Facebook page where I post about baby mama terrorists and even my personal shit. And motherfucker gonna say, it seems like that I'm mad and bitter. Now, mind you, they don't know about the Instagram or the YouTube platform like that. They don't know what I did. They don't know how far shit got. But they say I'm mad and I'm bitter. And like I said before, so you telling me all the shit that I went through, you know, manipulation, alienation, false allegations, being labeled a deadbeat, running for child support, ain't got shit, living off bitch, ain't working, ain't doing nothing, manipulated ass kids. And you telling me that I don't have the right to be mad? I don't have the right to be sad, hurt, pain, or bitter. We had that right. See, now they want you to shut the fuck up, deal with it. It is what it is. Pay your child support. Don't say nothing. Shout out to Perfect Blackness, report the duty. My man. Appreciate all y'all jurors for coming here. Appreciate y'all. For those who are already here, man, if y'all could hit the like button. Got 12 likes. It's 19 in here. Some puss ass nigga dislike, and that's fine. But you know what I always say about that.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
So blessing to you, pussy nigga. Or baby mama terrorist. You know, it's one of y'all hoe ass bitches. Y'all don't like the truth coming out. I understand, but I have no problem with you coming on here. You could dislike, I'd rather for you to dislike it and not like it or dislike it at all. So I do appreciate you, fuck nigga, or stank bitch. I definitely appreciate you.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
That's my appreciation. So, like I said, these motherfuckers don't like you to tell your story. They don't like for you to call this shit out. They want you to shut your mouth. Don't say shit. Deal with the consequences. And it is what it is. And just keep quiet. You know, that's why they mad, because a lot of men ain't jumping to a bitch's defense no more. They mad because men are calling out these stank ass whores. They mad because baby mama terrorists are now being exposed to the fullest. Mad because people are saying take the red pill, live a free agent lifestyle. Mad because they say don't deal with a bitch that choose single motherism. That's right. And they mad because men are going their own way. And whatever works for you, you do it. If that's going to help you grow and advance and live on as a man. I ain't mad at all. So I'm always going to get a dislike. It's always, because you got these simping forces and you got these baby mama terrorists, whores, feminists, alphabets, trainees, Black Lives Matter, and everyone else who are against, and liberals, that's out against us. And that's why I say, you can't deal with these whores. What's good, Nario? Shout out to my little brother. You gotta expose these motherfuckers. You gotta tell your story, because when you don't, like I said, it ain't about getting for what they say. It's about putting the truth out there, because they live off lies. They get entertained by lies. See, it's funny how motherfuckers say that I'm broke, ain't got shit, but yet I got my taxes this last year, 2019, not this year. It was $7,400 that I got back that went to child support. But yet I'm a low life, broke, ain't got shit. But how the fuck I get back $7,400 and I can't even claim my kids in the state of Illinois? But like I said, you believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. You don't let these motherfuckers know what you got going on. And this is why I tell you, a baby mama terrorists come in all forms. It don't matter how old they are, how young they are, what color they are, what faith, religion, what country, don't mean shit. If they got that feminist ideology and that Me Too ass shit, baby mama terrorists. Don't matter. They come in all cultures. Don't mean a goddamn thing. If it's U.S. or out there, not in well, in the Middle East, they ain't playing. But if you go out there to China, and if you go out there to Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and all that shit, they got child support, and they support these whores. All these motherfuckers support these whores. You know what I'm saying? Dedicated, say, all my returns got took to child support. And that's why I tell y'all, you don't worry about child support. Get to the point where the child support, don't worry about your taxes. Because get to the point with your taxes where you make your money throughout your year. Let them take them funky ass taxes. Let them take your stimulus. As long as they come out your pocket that you making all through the 12 months, fuck it, let them take it. I'd rather for them to take that. A bitch will get mad because they say, well, that wasn't your money, that's government money. I want your money. That's what I'm saying. These whores, that's how desperate these whores is to try to set you up for failure. They don't want your tax money. They want the money out of your pocket that's gonna set you up for failure. The money that you use to pay your bills, to take care of your business, to take care of your family, take care of your whatever you got going on. They'll take the tax money, but they'll say that ain't come from you. That came from the government, even though it's your money, but it came from the government. They love government daddy. They don't give a fuck about setting you up for failure and railroading her. I was just talking to a brother off Instagram because he posted exposing his baby mama terrorists banging on his fucking door. And I'm gonna do a video on that either tomorrow or it's gonna be Monday. Bitch banging on the motherfucking door. He just had his son 4 months, just had his son. She said he'd get him for the day. She come back 4 hours later, banging on the door. Luckily he got one of the Ring cameras, banging on the door. She ain't ringing the door, but she banging on the door. So finally he come outside. She muffs him in the head. He tried to give her the baby. Nah, you gonna take it to the cops. So she muffed him in the head. He dodged the first, and then she did it again. He ran up like he was finna punch her, but he didn't. He refrained himself. Then she muffed him again, and then eventually took the baby on to a car, stuff like that. And we talking. I told him the do's and not to do, the do's and don'ts, and what to do next time. But he put it out there, and when motherfuckers realized who it was, yeah, she come calling this phone. Why would you put that out there, bitch? Because that's what you are. A low like the baby mama terrorist, but you want to play victim like you ain't did nothing. But thank God he had a camera on that fucking on the doorbells, on the ring door, and the ring bells and shit. So we gonna dissect that shit either tomorrow or it's gonna be Monday. So like I said, these baby mama terrorists ain't about shit, but using these kids as pawns. And if they could get anything from that kid, anything to hurt the man, that's why we talking about this old hoe today. Like I said, Sophia Lane, and I'm letting y'all know again, she gets alimony from her ex-husband. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. Oh shit, I forgot to put the hold on. Got to put the Cash App up here. Anybody want to donate to the Cash App? Right there on the bottom. More than welcome. Super chat, more than welcome. But we're going to take this bitch to trial. There's going to be a couple articles. We're going to do a video. We're going to tell you how it's not going to look good for this baby mama terrorist mother. Let's get this motherfucker up here. Yeah, dedicated. Definitely stay strong. But as I say, you don't depend on that. You don't depend on government debt, even when it comes to your taxes. When it comes to your taxes, what you do, if you can get it back, cool. But let them take them motherfucking taxes, bro. Get the money, get your money, earn like 3 or 4 sources, have 3 or 4 sources of income, not using, at least let 3 of them not be used by your social security number. Use the EIN number, start a business, and start getting money on the side. Subcontract 1099 to the fullest. Don't worry about that taxes, man. Let them take the taxes so they ain't come out of your pocket. These bitches want to take money out your pocket. That tax shit, yeah, some of them get the mindset, yeah, I got his taxes. Yeah, but if they know you living good, you still making them mad. A lot of times it's not about the money. It's about the money, but a lot of times it's not about the money. It's about making you suffer. But as long as you live that lifestyle like a man should and live your life to the fullest, keep your veins cold, and don't give a fuck about these whores and ignoring a bitch, I guarantee you, you'll be all good. Shit. So here, right, what we got is, let me see, where's the one I want to show y'all? Vanessa Bryant's mother sues her for financial support. So I think it's a video for this one. Let's see. Yeah. Now, some of y'all already know about this, but the reason why I'm going back, because I want y'all to know how it started for those who don't know, but then you're going to see how it's about to end for this bitch. Now, mind you, she just lost her husband. She lost her daughter. And then here comes the baby mama terrorist, her own mother. See, people, that's why I tell you, a lot of mothers don't love their kids, and they definitely don't love their daughters. They use their daughters to be whores and to pimp their daughter, to shake their ass together and try to be friends, go to the club together and everything else. Then you got some baby mama terrorists who teach them to do like them, live off the government, find your rich man and take his shit and divorce him and all that jive. And she thought she was going to reap the benefit when Kobe died. When Kobe died, she just knew she was going to get a boatload of money. And when she saw that the daughter, like, man, I'm grieving, I'm going through this. Oh, well, let me take her ass to court. She owes me. That's how I say these bitches ain't shit. If you got a parent, I don't care if it's a mother or father, that's worried about your money and they feel they obligated to get a piece from you because they raised you, took care of you, fuck them. Because you brought me into this world. I didn't ask to come here. And you feel because you raised me that I owe you to give you my luxury, what I earn. You raised me to be my own man. You raised me to be my own woman. But yet you want me to take care of you like I'm your motherfucking wife or your son husband. Nah, you look out for them, but all that bullshit they talking, you know the difference. You know what I'm talking about, a fucking a skeezer, low life. No different from a bitch selling link card, try to get something from you. You know what I'm saying? The one JP said my brother went to jail twice behind BMTs. He almost snapped to kill one, but I was able to stop him. So I feel y'all pain 100, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's real out here. That's why I'm gonna put this on front line. These bitches ain't innocent. They would play innocent. Yeah, he punched me in my face. Okay. Now, why all these civil forces and these baby mama terrorist supporters jump to a bitch's defense? What made him punch you in your face? Oh, well, I spit on him. Oh, okay, but you ain't tell that to everybody else, though. Like I said, you don't jump no bitch's defense because these bitches will be doing some shit and you don't know what the fuck going on. But yeah, check this out. Did that like a happy ass woman? That got misery, low life, hate, baby mama terrorism, a leech, a low life, and low level thinking. All that in one. You know what I'm saying? All that in one. Look at her. Now, she says, according to the court documents obtained by U.S. Weekly, Lane claims she worked as an unpaid, long-time personal assistant and nanny for the family. Now, here's the thing. Why did she wait until after COVID died to say, I've been working as an unpaid personal assistant and a nanny? The bitch is lying, but why she didn't never say that to her daughter before? Hey, you know, I'm doing all this. Take care of the kids. I've been I'm your personal assistant. I'm the nanny. Why didn't you ask to get paid before he died? Because 9 times out of 10, she's full of shit. She is full of shit. But after he died, all of a sudden, you feel you should get paid now. That's what I say. She knew he had probably life insurance and everything, and she saw a come up. Just like these baby mama terrorists, who that do, they see a come up. And she took the bait to even sell out her own daughter, her blood. Don't come here about no fucking blood, because these baby mama terrorists don't give a fuck about who she screwed over. Her son, daughter, husband, boyfriend, they will set you up for fate. They don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, my man said evil eyes. She want to get paid to be a grandmother. That's what I say. I thought grandmothers look out. Not saying that a grandmother should work for free. But why do you see your kids as a job in the first place? Why? I don't understand that shit. Why? Grandmas is not the same like the grandmother I had. They're not the same. Not saying that they should not get something for all the things they're doing. But when they start talking that being a grandmother or being a parent is a job shit, they don't give a fuck about them kids. It's all about money. That's why you had the puss-ass media, like I showed y'all yesterday. They said that being a full-time mother is like 2.5 something a full-time job. Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to have them kids. You chose to have the kids. You chose to get married and so on. You shouldn't be compensated for having a kid that you wanted, and I gotta pay out of my motherfucking taxpayers' money. I gotta pay for some bitch that want to reap the benefits off my motherfucking pocket because you had a kid that you really didn't want to keep some nigga that really didn't want your funky ass. See, and this bitch right here say she was an unpaid, long-time personal assistant and nanny. I ain't never heard that her being no assistant or nanny is shit. But after Kobe died, she all this shit. Let's continue. And the late NBA star promised to take care of her for the rest of her life. I don't believe that fuck shit. Hey, y'all, it's 34 up in here. We got 21 likes. Let's get them likes up. Y'all. The thing is, I bet you Kobe never said no shit like that because he wasn't even take care of his own motherfucking parents. He wasn't even fuck with him like that. Yeah, bitch, he looked around. He looked out for her to a certain degree because that was his mother-in-law, and he wanted to keep that good grace with his wife. But I guarantee he didn't tell you that he was going to look out for your funky ass like that, because if he passed away, his wife would get the money. So if his wife get the money and the benefits, then 9 times out of 10, she's going to look out for her mother. What the fuck? But that's how devilish these whores are. They don't give a fuck. It's a come up, opportunity. And yes, before I continue, we got to say shout out to Tyrese Bowie for $2 donation. You never email me the son. The son. What son? What you talking about, bro? Unless you talking about a song, hit me up. Let me know what you talking about. I be doing so much, man. I be forgetting everything, man. Let me know. Let me see. Unfortunately, Kobe Bryant's promises did not see the light of the day as he is now deceased, and Vanessa Bryant took each and every step she could to void and cancel. Let's see. All of Kobe Bryant's promises made to Lane. Oh, she tried to cancel that shit. Vanessa Bryant did not intend to honor any of the Bryant's representation agreements and promises at any stage. So she wasn't going. Super chat not working on my end. Well, you can do the cash app, bro. It's on the bottom of the screen. It's going on the bottom screen, Mr. Palmer D4S. You can do it that way. You can do it that way, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. But she was trying to dismiss all that because she know Kobe Bryant ain't sitting on shit like that. See, even she knew some bullshit. I'm glad she wasn't going. I'm glad she didn't fall for it. Because you know, a lot of these daughters be so manipulated with these baby mama tears. That's why a lot of you all was on child support, because the mother told her, hey, you get more child support. I know he paying you money, but you get more money with child support. And then when they go to child support and get $200 in the blunder mouth, then they mad. Appreciate you, JP. But these motherfuckers, I told you, they don't love their kids. All about the money. You too old. If you ain't made it, I think she's 60-something years old. If you ain't made it by now, whatever you trying to get, give the shit up. You're getting alimony, but yet you want more. Greed, man. She say she ain't going. Now, mind you, y'all, Vanessa just lost her husband and her daughter. She didn't just lose her husband, she lost her daughter. And yet, you come out, not even, the man wasn't even buried in the ground yet, and all of a sudden, you talking about what money he promised to give you and take care of you for the rest of your life. You didn't give her a chance to grieve. How would y'all feel if somebody you love that was close, you passed away, and here comes some other motherfucker talking about what they left them and what they was going to get, and we supposed to split this 3 ways because so-and-so who passed before he passed told me I can get a piece. Or they say they want handouts, they want something. You cut them niggas off. I don't give a fuck who it is. Your own mom, you cut their ass off. Because you telling me you don't have the respect to at least wait down the line when everything's took care of and Vanessa will be in a better space. But a lot of y'all know this shit. When people passed away, I know a brother, I didn't know him, but a friend of mine was a female, her brother died. He took care of his kids. He wasn't a deadbeat, none of that, right? Check this out. The kids took the insurance money and spent the motherfucker. And they had to do they didn't even have GoFundMe back then. They had to do a type of benefit so they get money to bury the brother. He had 3 kids, and I think his policy was like $30,000. And they took that money, split it 3 ways, and spent that motherfucker and lived their life to the fullest. He wasn't a deadbeat dad. He was in their lives. He wasn't even on child support. And these no good ass motherfuckers took that money and said, fuck burying him and spend that money. Instead of that, they put on them themselves. And you telling me that you get all this insurance money, you leave for your puss ass kids, for your kids to set you up for failure, even in death. The motherfucking sister had to do some benefit dinners and other stuff for ask for donation because they took the insurance money that he left it to for them to handle their business, and they still would have got some money in their pocket, but they were so greedy they just took the whole motherfucking thing and went on about their business. And he did not get buried for about another month because of that. Greed is a powerful thing, and you can raise your kid the right way. But if you got manipulation down the street, fake ass friends, a no good ass bitch, they go the other way. It could be a 2-parent household. It could be a single mom or a single dad. And you raise them the best way you can, teach them the right way or her the right way, and they still be set up for failure. But it's very rare in a 2-parent household. And like I said, when it comes to money, it changed a lot of people, man. People change their attitudes for the worse. They change their ways for the worse. They be greedy. They wanna take your money and then get mad at you because you tell them no. Look like I got a look like I got a cash out from Jason Stevens. Supporting the cause, fuck child support. $10 donation. Appreciate you, bro. That's the one. That's JP. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, fam. Anybody else? Anybody else want to donate? Just cash up on the bottom, and I don't know what's going on with the super chat, but you know how YouTube is. So, like I said, she didn't give a chance for her to grieve. She lost her daughter and her husband, and this baby mama tells her own mama. This ain't no mama-in-law. This ain't a sister. This ain't a friend of hers. This ain't nobody in Kobe Bryant's family. This is her own mama, Mother Earth, Queen of Queens, the best mother, the most best fit. She said that she should be compensated. Kobe and the couple's 13-year-old daughter, Guyana, were among the 9 people who died in the helicopter crash in Calabasas, California in January. Let's continue. Vanessa claims in a statement to us that Lane is continuing to try and find ways to extort a financial windfall from our family. Doesn't that sound like one of them baby mama terrors, y'all? They always trying to extort, and they'll find so many ways to do it, whether it's going to government daddy, going to court, using the child as a pawn, and all that shit. That's what they do. This is a old ass baby mama terrorist. It's OG baby mama terrorists, and that's what they do. They definitely want to extort you. They don't give a fuck about your husband dying. They don't give a fuck about your kid passing away. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Opportunity opens, they going through that motherfucker. Let's continue. She also denies that her mother was ever a nanny or a personal assistant to her. From what I heard when I was watching, she said she was over there visiting, hanging out like a grandmother do, but she wasn't obligated to do a damn thing. But yet, she want to say she was a personal assistant or a nanny. Why would I need a old ass 65-year-old as a personal assistant? Now, maybe a nanny is one thing, but a personal assistant? No, a personal assistant is the one that run and do everything from getting coffee all the way to setting up business meetings and plans. She wasn't doing that shit. She was living there, reaping the benefits, enjoying the lifestyle under Kobe's household. She also said that she was a grandmother who was supported by me and her son-in-law at my request, meaning that Vanessa wanted Kobe to look out for her mother and everything else. She now wants to back charge me $96 per hour for supposedly, damn, she wants $96 an hour. These niggas ain't shit. MPI, what up, bro? She want $96 an hour back charge, supposedly working 12-hour a day for 18 years for watching her grandchildren. Wow. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. She won back charge of $96 an hour for watching her grandkids for 18 years. Mind you, Vanessa Bryant wasn't working the job. Oh, my bad, JP. I didn't know you had it. I didn't know if that was you, and I figured it was you. But I didn't see the one JP until after the fact. My bad. Don't worry, my government name is Lionel Palmer. Lawrence Seal, shout out to him, $5 donation. The entitlement from her mother is unbelievable. And she actually hit up her ex for alimony. The sad part is, if she never get married, he got to still pay. Right. Exactly. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to JP. Yes, sir. But look, she want $96 an hour of back pay, working 12 hours a day for 18 years, watching her grandkids. That's how I want to baby mama terrorists. I want child support until my son or daughter is 18 or 21 years old. When they go to college, they're gonna try to go back to child support. That's what they do. That's what they do best, y'all. But that's why I say this shit is real. That's why I tell y'all, baby mama terrorists come in all forms, regardless of age, race, creed, color, culture, religion. It does not matter. It does not matter. This shit is real. Mind you, he just passed away at the time. So it's not like it was a year later, 6 months later. It was like within 2 months. She also said in reality, she only occasionally babysat my older girls when they were toddlers, as of 10 years ago. Our kids were full-time students and athletes, and I didn't. Let's continue. I didn't have another child until 2016. Her claims are obviously false, but I still tried repeatedly to work things out with my mother. So she still try to work things out. She still try to give it a benefit of the doubt. She still try to make amends. But that bitch wasn't going. She said, nah, I want some money. I don't want you to give me no couple dollars. She tried to work it out over and over and over. But when you're dealing with a baby mama terrorist piece of shit, ain't no negotiating with no baby mama terrorists. I tell y'all, you can't. That's why I say, why even bother waste y'all time to talk to these motherfuckers? Leave them motherfuckers alone. Let them be. If you can be around your kids, take care of your kids and leave it at that. If you can't be around your kids, fight much as you can. And if your kids down for you and they ain't manipulated, you definitely fight to the very end. But when you got some manipulated ass kids and you got to go through all that heartache and sickness and everything, fuck them. Fuck that shit. Wash your motherfucking hands and move on. Fuck that bitch. Fuck this bitch. Vanessa tell us Lane demanded $5 million, a house, and a Mercedes SUV from her, but because she didn't give in to her hurtful, look at that. She demanded $5 million motherfucking dollars. Ordering the court on the ground, this bitch a low-life ass leech. She wanted $5 million. Now, I'm not a good mathematic person, but $96 an hour, 12 hours, 18 years, that don't seem like no $5 million. I could be wrong, but $5 million to watch your own grandkids. Yeah, okay. And you telling me this is a good mother? Yeah, okay. Give it to her for what? Let's see. Hurtful threats and monetary requests, she has spiraled out of control. So this bitch really be going in. King Light said this is why the circle gets smaller and the walls get taller. Yeah. This shit is crazy, y'all. Can't make this shit up. She further claims that her mother is now trying to get more money than my husband and I ever spent to provide for her while he was alive. That's what I'm trying to say. When he was alive, she didn't ask for none of this shit. She was cool. Because if she would have asked Kobe that shit, Kobe would have told her, get the fuck out of my house. Bitch, move on. Probably told his wife, look, this bitch can't come here no more. I ain't got time for this shit. Because he didn't even give money to, he stopped fucking with his parents when they sold his trophies and shit that he left over there, I guess old jerseys and stuff like that with they greedy funky ass. He left them motherfuckers alone. So if he got rid of his own parents, what makes you think he won't get rid of a goddamn in-law? So you already know damn right he would have said that shit. That bitch wasn't stupid. That bitch wasn't dumb as fuck. Why can't you bitches just reap the benefit of being around a motherfucker in a nice house? Now, she didn't have to move. She was staying there. You in a mansion. You living it up. You ain't got to work, and you still getting your alimony checks. But yet you bitches are never satisfied. That's why you can't get you a high value man that Kevin Samuels be talking about, that you say you want, that you will never have, because you don't have the mindset to have any high value, because you don't have no value in yourselves. And if y'all don't believe me, go on demand if you got cable. Watch the Braxtons, Tony Braxton's family. You ain't got to watch it all, but watch how her mama moved when it come to her ex-husband. They've been divorced for over 80 years and shit. He left her for, he had a side chick. He left the funky ass, got married, and they still married to this day. He 80 years old. She's 70 or 80 years old, and she's still in her motherfucking feelings about him moving on with that bitch. What the fuck? And it got to a point where they was going on a cruise, and he said, well, I'll go. They wanted all the family to go. He said, but my wife got to come. And she made a big ass stick to my, oh, no, if she comes, I ain't going. So what ended up happening, and I'm glad he did this, he said, well, if she can't come, my wife can't come, I ain't coming. And he didn't go because of this baby mama Terrence 80-year-old that was still in her feelings about a nigga that she ain't been with for over 50 fucking years. That's why I say these baby mama Terrence ain't shit. They're raised and they put it down to their fucking kids. To one of her bitch ass daughters made a song about her father cheating and leaving. That bitch was, when he did that shit, she was a baby. It wasn't Tony Braxton, it was the other one that tried to commit suicide, talking about made it better for her son. The one who, the husband who was fat as fuck and he lost weight and he didn't want to be with her no more because he saw the light and saw better. Smart man. I forgot, I don't know all them Braxton names, but the other singer. This bitch made a song about her father because he cheated and moved on and got with somebody else. She was a fucking baby. She wasn't even old enough to even realize what was going on. But you play a victim because your mom manipulated you about the shit he did. That's why I tell you, these bitches ain't shit. It don't matter how old these motherfuckers is. An old bitch, if she's not a real woman or real mother, an old bitch, she never lose her traits of who she is. She just can't get around as often, but she put in somebody else's head, and if she get around, she see opportunities like this bitch did. And she's actually trying to extort her own fucking daughter. That's why I say these whores ain't shit. And that's why I'm so proud that I continue to call out these bitches, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Select a few, but the majority gonna say, why not? They should do it because that's her mama. She obligated. She had her. And then turn around, a bitch even said on it was on Instagram a while back when this first came out, talking about, man, Tamar Braxton. Yeah, Tamar Braxton scroll. Yeah, that bitch. Yeah. Another unfit ass single motherism, choosing ass mother. But they said that it must be true she ain't trying to give her no money because she didn't get along with Kobe mama. Now she don't get along with her own mama. I said, you don't see the fact that she trying to get $5 million for some shit she didn't do? Yeah, but that's still her mama. I said, oh, okay, you one of them dumb whores that probably pay your mama's mortgage and everything else, and you struggling on the other end because she has you. So dumb ass out of here, bitch. Like I said, she didn't ask her for none of this shit when he was alive. Why ask him why he did? And then, like I said, you didn't give her time to grieve. She going through shit. She lost her daughter and her husband. And yet, you want to talk about you want $5 million in a blunt mouth. These bitches ain't shit. And I'm glad she stuck to her guns. And she alleges Kobe never promised my mother anything. I bet he didn't. Fuck her. Why would he? Vanessa denied that her mother had been physically present or emotionally supportive for my daughters and me after their family tragedy. Man, how the fuck? So wait a minute. You hear what she said? She said that she was emotionally supportive for the daughter and me. So you telling me you should get paid for being emotionally supportive because you was there. You should get paid for that too. See, that's what I'm saying. Family ain't the same as family back in the day. Family don't give a fuck about you unless you got a dollar amount. I'm serious. You got to be careful with who's around you, even if they're your blood, because your blood ain't your blood like it was back in the day. And if you know you got a piece of shit ass cousin, you love him from a distance. You love him from a distance. You know what I mean? You can't, because your own cousin, your own brother, your own sister, your mama, your daddy, they capable of trying to take your whole livelihood and set you up for failure. And I ain't just talking about when it comes to child support. I'm talking about in life period. They see you got a good success, you got your own business shit going on. They all coming to think you obligated to take care of these motherfuckers just because they want to reap the benefits off your success. And yet, when you say, nah, I got stuff I got to take care of, I got my own family, they sit back and say, you changed, you a sellout, you no good, you think you better than us. I am. That's why you begging me for my motherfucking money. You damn right I'm better than you. So it is what it is. But she said she was physically present and mostly supportive. So because you was around, you should get paid. That just right there mean your heart was never genuine. You didn't give a fuck about your grandkids. You didn't give a fuck about your own daughter. You didn't give a fuck about your granddaughter dying. You didn't give a fuck about your own daughter grieving. These bitches ain't shit. They're not. And I'm telling y'all this with honor. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Snoop said that a long time ago. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. These bitches ain't shit, not even these old hoes. This shit is real, y'all. Going forward, I see what is most important to my mom, and it is beyond hurtful because, yes, she's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yes, she is. I hope this public airing of our personal relations will stop. Here's not gonna stop. These baby mama tails don't give a fuck about embarrassing themselves and long as they get what they want, whether it's government daddy or your money or money from the father, husband, they don't give a fuck. That's why she still get alimony, and that's why she's not married, y'all, because if she get married, she lose the alimony. These bitches, I told you, these bitches ain't worth a damn, this motherfucker. That's why a lot of men are going their own way. They're not getting married. And I don't blame them. I can't knock y'all that's not married, that do not want to get married. They rather get a vasectomy. They rather get a surrogate, or they rather not have kids at all. I ain't mad at you one bit, because in this day and age, with this world coming to, I clap for you. I clap for you. I'm not mad at you at all. Now, mind you, this bitch is 68 years old. Filed a lawsuit against Vanessa, 38, in California on Tuesday, December 15th. According to the court documents obtained by U.S. Weekly, Lane claims she's worked as an unpaid long-time personal assistant and nanny for the family for the late NBA star, promised to take care of her for the rest of her life. Bullshit. The paper alleges, unfortunately, Kobe Bryant's promises did not see the light of the day as he is now deceased, and Vanessa Bryant took each and every step she could to avoid and cancel all of Kobe's promises made to Lane. Vanessa Bryant did not intend to honor any of Bryant's representations, agreements, promises at any stage. This is basically the shit that we just saw in the video, so we ain't got to deal with that. Is this the same thing? Yeah, it's about the same thing. Now, this was done 7/17 as well. Vanessa Bryant's mother, Sophia Lane, claims she worked for the Bryant family as an unpaid, long-time personal assistant and nanny. We obtained court documents. Vanessa Bryant's sour relationship with her mother, Sophia Lane, has turned legal, according to court documents filed on Tuesday, December 16th in California and obtained by Hollywood Life. Lane, 68-year-old baby mama Terrace, is suing her daughter, 38-year-old, for financial support, claiming she was unpaid as a longtime personal assistant and nanny for the Bryant family. Funny that she didn't say none of this shit when Kobe's around, but she said now when he's gone. And I guess she thought while she was grieving and going through it, she was gonna say, okay, Mom, here you go, whatever you want. I just don't want no problems. I just need to get my mind clear. She wasn't going. In a 48-page lawsuit, Lane alleges that before his January 26th death in the tragic helicopter crash at age 41, Kobe Bryant had promised to take care of her, his mother-in-law, for the rest of her life. Who the fuck make that motherfucking type of deal? Fuck out of here. The lawsuit states, as a matter of fact, it's fathers that don't take care of their grown-ass kids for the rest of their life. Even rich celebrities, they got grown-ass kids try to play victim like Kurt Franklin's son, Carry On, the blue pill, weak-ass, sip-ass Franklin. He talking about they never did enough for him. Like people like, who else? Bryant McKnight, his two sons, said he never did enough for him, but he had them on tour with the motherfuckers, singing on stage so they get paid for their apartment bills and all that. And he realized they 25, 26 years old. I ain't gonna keep taking care of your motherfucking ass. I gave you all the tools, avenues to take care of your goddamn self, but you want to live off my motherfucking money. And because I'm your daddy, I'm a parent, I still owe your funky grown ass. Nah, don't worry like that. That's why you raise your kids to help them. And what I always tell y'all, never have it where you need that child. You do not need that child. You have it where the child needs you. You raise them. And then when they get older, get grown, they doing for self, they raise their kids because that child needs them. He don't need that child. So he raised them the same way. That's how it's supposed to go. But see, everybody now feel you owe me for raising me. You owe me for having me in this world. You owe me because I got money and I'm your son or I'm your daughter. That's why these sucker ass baby mama tears be friends with their daughters. And then they get mad because they can't display their daughters because they don't respect you as a parent. They only see you as a friend. And then you talking about, what have I did wrong? A lot of shit, bitch. Because you raise your fucking kids to be handicapped and to forever depend on your stupid ass. Shame, ain't it? Very, very, very shame. The lawsuit states on a daily basis for nearly 18 years, Vanessa Bryant gave plaintiff a grueling schedule and detailed instruction on taking care of Bryant's children. Plaintiff was forced to work over 12 hours per day with no meal or no rest breaks. Oh my God. This bitch said she was forced to work over 12 hours per day with no meals or rest breaks. Do y'all believe that shit? So now she was a slave. She must think she back over in Mexico where they slaves, or in China somewhere. She's a slave over there. But you over there every fucking day. You ain't leaving. You got your alimony where you take your money and go about your business, but you still over there. She says she did not get paid, and she said she did not eat or take breaks. So you telling me you was running back and forth all day long for 12 hours with no rest period with some 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old kids? Yeah, okay. I told these baby mama ain't shit, man. These bitches ain't shit. Ain't shit. Lane attorneys, according to the legal document, allege that their client and the Bryants entered an oral contract claiming prior to his death, Kobe repeatedly promised to take care of plaintiff financially in exchange for her many years of work for his family, and to this end, bought her a home for $2,650,000 house. Look at her. I told this bitch ain't shit. Look at her. Evil. Sometimes you can spot a no good ass bitch just looking at her demeanor. Young, old, you just see it. You see it in their eyes. Eyes tell it all. You see it in their demeanor. And I know many of y'all like ask a female why y'all frowned up. Because they evil. They mad. They hateful. Bad livelihood. Baby mama Ted's raising. Blue pill upgrading everything else. Shit. Perfect black to say, I wish my mother would try to charge me for being a grandmother. She'll get written out the will. Damn right. If I'm a grandmother or grandfather, I'm trying to think about a will for my grandkids. And if I want to include my kids, because a lot of grandparents leave money to their grandkids, and then sometimes they leave it to the kids, and they know that their kids are going to take care of the grandkids with it. So, I mean, why the fuck is the grandparent worried about getting money from the child? That's you know, even I said kids shouldn't worry about getting money from the parent. If I wouldn't want my parents to die. So, but I told you this day and age, All people give a fuck about is the mighty dollar. And they will sell out for this dollar and set their own family member up for failure. Vanessa has since responded to her mother's lawsuit, telling Hollywood Life in a lengthy statement via her representative on December 7th. This lawsuit is frivolous, disgraceful, and unimaginably hurtful. My husband never promised my mother anything, and he will be disappointed at her behavior and lack of empathy. Facts. In the courtroom, Lane's attorney states unfortunately Kobe Bryant's promises did not see the light of day as he is now deceased, and Vanessa Bryant took each and every step she could to avoid and cancel all of Kobe Bryant's promises made to Lane. Like I said, no contract, no documents, no recording agreement, or none of this shit, but yet you say that's what he said to you behind closed doors and not tell his wife? Okay, right. Vanessa Bryant did not intend to honor any of Bryant's representation and agreements and promises at any stage. For her part, Vanessa claims that Lane was never my or Kobe's personal. How was you Kobe's personal assistant when he out there playing ball? You ain't out there with him. So how was she the personal assistant to Kobe? Lies you tell. Nor was she's a nanny to the couple's daughters, Natalia, 17, Bianca, 3, 18-month-old Capri, and Gianna, Gigi Bryant, who died alongside her father in the aforementioned helicopter crash that also killed 7 others in Southern California in late January. My mother's continuing to try to find ways to extort a financial windfall from our family. Vanessa states before explaining, I have supported her for nearly 20 years, and I've always been a stay-at-home mother, and my husband and I were with our daughters full-time caregivers. Vanessa added, she was a grandmother who was supported by me and a son-in-law at my request. In other words, like I said before, she asked, Kobe, would you look out for my mother? Give us some money, stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But to me, if I was the son-in-law, if I was Kobe, I'd have said, she's staying here free. She's living a good life. What more do I have to do? I don't think I should be cutting her checks and shit. She don't have to be here. That's me. But, Kobe, was on her good grace and everything. I understand. Vanessa tells Hollywood Life in her statement, for nearly 2 decades, we arranged for my mother to live in our nearby property at no cost to her because she had claimed that she didn't have any money to buy her own home after her divorce. But she get alimony. She couldn't afford to get a house. She didn't have credit. That's why I say these bitches full of shit. She wanted to live there because she wanted to live the lifestyle. She wanted to live that lifestyle. My husband and I felt it was best for her to not live in our home. Smart. She said, reiterating that she did not take care of business issues or expenses. So that means she didn't live in a home. She lived in one of the nearby properties. So she had her own little property she was at. She wasn't even in the house. So how was she doing all this running and public, personal assistant shit? How was she being a nanny if she's in her own crib living it up? Now, you know what? I ain't gonna read all this because I want to go to the good part. But you saw basically, she didn't say she was living in the other house or the other property. These bitches are full of shit. And the reason why, this is the reason why I read the past, because this is where we at today. Today. This is March 29th, 2021. Vanessa Bryant has asked the judge to dismiss mother's financial support lawsuit. We don't have a video for that, unfortunately. But when I read this, you're going to see why she wanted to dismiss. And it's 9 times out of 10 will be dismissed on a ground that she can't make no excuse. The baby mama Terry's mother. She can't make no excuse to try to twist around and justify it. Ain't no justified, bitch. You said it. Check this out. Originally, Bryant's mother, Sophia Lane, filed a lawsuit against the estate of her deceased husband, Kobe Bryant, claiming the Los Angeles Lakers all-star promised to support her financially for the rest of her life. I don't believe that shit at all. And I know y'all don't believe that, but we just calling the shit out. But in a new document obtained by TMZ, Bryant points to a legal dispute between her mother against Sophia's ex-husband, Stephen Lane. Why the fuck do y'all bitches keep the husband's last name when y'all the one who divorced these motherfuckers? Y'all notice a lot of these bitches keep that man last name that they say they hate. They say they never liked him. They don't want him no more. They don't give a fuck about him no more. But yet they keep that last name. And the first thing they try to say is, well, my son got the same last name. And if I change my name back, then he'll be by himself. What the fuck kind of dumbass logic is that? That's the shit I have heard. You kept the last name because your son got his last name and you don't want him to be alone. What kind of dumbass logic is that? If we get married and we get divorced, you shouldn't have my last name. You're not worthy to have my last name any longer. Not at all. But yet, y'all bitches continue to have that man last name, the same nigga that you got for alimony, the same nigga you got for child support, the same nigga you say that beat you, the same nigga you said that raped you, the same nigga that said that he cheated over and over and over. He hates you. He a deadbeat, low life. He don't want to be a father, but you keep his fucking last name. And then you sit back and say, well, I did it because, you know, everybody know me by that last name. Bullshit. The reason why they keep that last name, because one, they really not over this motherfucker. And number two, they're embarrassed that their son or daughter got a different last name than they have. First thing somebody gonna think, oh, single mother or you know, whatever the fuck. If y'all meet a female and she still had a man's last name, she is not over that dude. I don't give a fuck if she ain't talked to dude in years, if she ain't fucked him in years, if she don't even be around the motherfucker. If she got that nigga last name and they divorce, you walk your ass on. Don't even fool with that bitch. Cause that bitch is lying when she tell you, oh, well, I just kept it because my son be by himself with his last name, so I kept it for the sake of the kids. Bullshit. Do not fall for that bullshit. I fell for that sucker ass shit a long time ago when I ain't even had no kids. Why the fuck you got his last name then if y'all ain't together no more? Well, I didn't want to leave my son alone with the last name, so I kept the last name. Me, I ain't know no better because I ain't no kid. I give a fuck. So I ain't know no better. If a bitch got their husband or ex-husband, got their ex-husband name, last name, and they talking about, oh, well, I just did it because of the sake of the kids bullshit. Whatever the reason is, walk your ass on by like Isaac Haynes because she's full of shit. She ain't over this nigga. Because I hear many bitches who keep the man last name, and then when you call them out on it, they come with some dumbass excuse talking about, oh, well, I did it to keep the kids, for the kids. No, you did it for the kids. You did it for your funky ass self. You know what I'm saying? Look at, like LPI just said, just like the ex-wives of the Wyans, they keep their last name. A lot of times they keep their last name because if they're a celebrity and they known they want to keep that last name that I was, but still, you don't fuck with them bitches. They your name's supposed to go back to your original name, bitch. Shit, y'all motherfucker want to use dashes any motherfucker way. So like I said, men, if y'all deal with any woman that don't give her their last name, they marriage last name, you don't take them motherfuckers serious. Pump and dump or whatever you gonna do, get the fuck on. Do not fuck with them, knock them up, or none of that shit. And don't let them come with that, oh, well, if you marry me, then I'll drop his last name. Man, bitch, fuck you. And your last name. You keep that shit to the day you die, ho. So, like I said, don't fall for that shit, y'all, because they'll play that bullshit ass role. I'm doing it for the kids. I don't want them to feel like they by themselves bullshit. Fuck out of here. When you got 5 motherfucking kids, one nigga last name Sharp, another last name motherfucking Adams, and then you got another kid last name Palmer. Get the fuck out of here. Shit, let me continue. Bitches ain't shit. Now, mind you, ex-husband Stephen Lane in 2004 and 2008 over spousal support, so she kept the nigga last name. In response to the suit, Lane claimed he should not have to pay her. This the husband. The ex-husband said that he should not have to pay her because she was being supported by her daughter, Vanessa, and son-in-law, Kobe. So he tried to get that shit, dissolved on the grounds that Kobe and the daughter is take care of her. You don't need my money, right? Let's go down a little bit. At the time, Sophia, the baby mama terrorist, the ex-wife that kept the last name, rebutted her, clarified that her daughter and son-in-law were under no legal obligation to support her, noting that whatever they gift her was only out of kindness of their hearts. I'm gonna highlight this shit. That's why I say these bitches ain't shit. You gotta watch what these hoes say. That's why you always keep your receipts, and that's why you expose these bitches when you can and do it ASAP, because they will try to play the role that they didn't do nothing. Woe is me. He owed me. She owed me. They did me wrong. I was a slave. I took care of the kids for 18 years, not getting paid, not eating. But when it came down for dude trying to get rid of that alimony, he said that bitch is living off them. You don't need my money. Her rebuttal clarified that her daughter and son-in-law was under no obligation to support her, meaning there was no verbal agreement about take care of her for the rest of her life. Kobe Bryant didn't say he was going to look out for her, noting that whatever they gift her was only out of kindness of their heart. They want to take care of her. So she must have forgot what she said back in 2004 and 2008, because dude went twice trying to get that shit off. When Stephen Lane cited tabloid stories claiming Bryant had purchased $1 million home for her mother, and therefore him providing spousal support was unnecessary, Sophia once again shouted down claims, saying the stories was absolutely false. Now I want y'all to read this with me on the bottom. I would never permit Vanessa do such a thing. She told the courts at the time, I have not or do not, nor should I be required to rely on Vanessa for my support. Let me highlight this motherfucker. This is what she said. Hang on, let me do it the way I want to do it. Ain't that a bitch want to let me? That was she said. I would never permit Vanessa do such a thing. She told the courts at that time, I have not and do not, nor should I be required to rely on Vanessa for my support. So why the fuck, when Kobe Bryant died in the helicopter along with the daughter, now all of a sudden you want to come around talking about some, well, I think I should get $5 million because I took care of the kids. I was a nanny. I was a personal assistant. I was all these motherfucking things. And Kobe told me he was going to take care of me for the rest of my motherfucking life. See how the past come back and haunt you, y'all? This bitch said all this shit. She was not eating. She wasn't taking no breaks. She was obligated to do all these things. But yet, when it comes to the alimony getting cut off, she said she would never permit Vanessa to do such a thing. But yet, look what she said in her response to Mr. Lane trying to get this bitch from getting his alimony for the rest of her life, as long as she's not married. She will never get married. So now, as a result of these previous declarations, Bryant's legal team is now arguing via 43-page dismissal motion filed in Orange County Superior Court that Sophia's December 15th breach of contract suit filed against her daughter and Kobe's estate is factually, legally, and morally deficient. And now, damn, she filed against the daughter and Kobe's estate, not just Kobe's. This bitch ain't shit. But she didn't think it was going to come back and blow up in her face when she tried to keep the alimony, which they believed her like these puss-ass courts do, and made her be able to keep the motherfucker. She going to need the alimony now because she ain't getting none of this money. Vanessa Bryant says her mom's divorce blows up claim for lifetime support. Vanessa Bryant had asked a judge to give her mom the boot in her lawsuit to win lifetime support. You can't make this shit up, y'all. Look at this bitch. This one, she had an interview crying saying She want a relationship with her daughter. She don't know why all this is going on. She just felt she should get her just due and everything else. Over 10 years ago, in divorce proceeding in this court, Sophia's ex-husband, Stephen Lane, attempted to reduce his spouse support payments on the ground that she was living in a multi-million-dollar home and she was being financially supported by the Bryants, state the demurrer from Bryant's lawyers that surfaced Monday. Look at her. I told you these motherfuckers try to play victim. She don't look all evil deed and everything. Now she try to play victim. Her got the picture in the back like she give a fuck about them, the family. She ain't shit. And she's on Telemundo. Sophia denied these claims and repeatedly stated that she was not promised financial support and was not receiving any such support for the Bryants. That's what I'm saying. These bitches would do anything to get some money or keep some money and get it out of you. Neither of my daughters have any obligation whatsoever to financially support me. They have their own lives, children, and responsibilities, Sophia said in one court declaration cited in the filing. That's why I say you can't believe what these bitches say. When they come to you because they want you to come to a bitch's defense, you got to really investigate, check her out, because it could be your own sister. They motherfucker ass will lie to try to get you to beat some nigga ass, go shoot him or whatever the fuck, and then you realize you're going to jail for some shit that wasn't even real. And after she submitted her sworn statements, she prevailed and was awarded spousal support from Lane. To add insult to injury, 4 years later, when Lane petitioned the courts to modify support payments due to the 2008 recession, Ubita once again denied ever receiving support from the Bryants. I do not live with Kobe and Vanessa now, nor do I permanently reside in a home owned by Vanessa and Kobe, as Stephen contends. She testified, and was allowed to remain on spouse support. So what does that tell you? Now, mind you, back what I said earlier, they had us stay at one of their properties that was $1 million property. She lied and said she didn't live with them. They didn't buy a house. Lying like a motherfucker. So I hope when he gets this, he take a bitch ass back to court and get his spouse support lowered because she was living in that motherfucking house or mansion, whatever the fuck. Brian's lawyer pointed out that these previous court records are direct contradiction to Sophia's recent filing against her daughter, in which she claims she entered an oral contract with her son-in-law for support prior to the tragic helicopter crash that killed him, daughter Gianna, and 7 other passengers. Kobe Bryant repeatedly promised to take care of the plaintiff financially for life in exchange for her services as a nanny and a caretaker for the Bryant's children, her filing said. Unfortunately, Kobe did not promise. Kobe Bryant's promises did not see the light of the day, as he is now deceased. Her lawsuit alleged, and Vanessa Bryant took each and every step she could avoid and cancel all of Kobe Bryant's promises. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. Vanessa Bryant has vehemently denied her mother's claim and says she is saddened by her actions. She said in a statement last year when the lawsuit first surfaced, "My husband and daughter passed away unexpectedly, and yet my mother had audacity to do a television interview speaking negatively of me while shedding tears for a car and a house that were not in her name." Wow. She said in an Instagram post, she has removed all her diamond jewelry, emptied the apartment I provided, and put away the furniture to make it look like she doesn't have my support. Wow. You bitches ain't shit, boy. My husband and I have financially supported her over the past 20 years. And I continue to do so in addition to a monthly alimony. So in other words, she's still living that property. She never put out that property. I don't know if she's about now, but she didn't put out that property, and you stand in your own daughter's name and the property that she got you in, and you still live rent free, but you're that greedy that you're going to sabotage your whole relationship. Boy, these whores. Vanessa continued, contrary to previous reports, she has not been physically represented or emotionally supportive of my daughters and me after my husband and daughter passed away. Now I see what is most important to my mother, and it is more than painful. I hope everything that is coming out about our personal relationship ends here. Lane claimed that she was the unpaid caretaker for the Bryant's for Bryant's 4 daughters for years. They claim Vanessa has refuted. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You cannot make this shit up. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. That's sad, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, bro. Shit, but you know, a lot of these baby mama tears pretend like they broke and they ain't got shit. This what I read, y'all. But this right here, man. She was still living in that $1 million home even when she was trying to sue and get money and everything. She lied to the court saying that the ex-husband, this her playing, you know, fake tears in their house, that $1 million home. But she went to court and told them that she's not, that Vanessa and Kobe right here, I do not live with Kobe and Vanessa now, or do I reside in a home owned by Vanessa Kobe, as Stephen contends. So she lied then. She said right here, neither of my daughters has any obligation whatsoever to financially support me. They each have their own lives, children, responsibility. She did all that to keep their alimony. And I guess, like I said, the past came back to haunt her. She forgot that she said that shit in the past on the sworn statement and the court documents. So it looks like what's going to happen is she will be crying like this for real, because they're going to dismiss this shit. And this just go to show that these baby mama terrorists come in all forms. These baby mama terrorists are real, and these baby mama terrorists ain't going nowhere. So y'all seen the statements, read it, seen the little video clip. And this bitch definitely deserved life in jail on the grounds of being a piece of shit ass baby mama terrorist on her own daughter. But it's up to y'all jurors. How do y'all plead? Is this bitch innocent or guilty for keeping a man's last name even though they divorced, taking a man's alimony, lying about she's not living a good lifestyle with the son-in-law Kobe Bryant and her daughter? And is she innocent or guilty for being a baby mama terrorist trying to reap the benefits on a grieving daughter? How do y'all plead? Is she innocent or guilty? It's up to the jury, y'all. You know, you're innocent to proven guilty. MPI says guilty in all caps with 2 exclamation points. Bitch is guilty. I am me. Shout out to you, bro. Guilty as fuck. She is guilty as fuck. Just need a couple more and I will sentence this bitch. She's getting life. I'm letting you know she's getting life. Ain't no options. Ain't no option this hoe. Just give me 2 more, y'all. Find this bitch. Guilty so we can go home in time for cornflakes. Dexter says guilty. Mr. Hall says guilty 3 times, Judge Palmer. My man. It's never a dull moment talking about these baby mama terrorists. I tell you that. It's never, ever a dull moment. But like I tell y'all, man, you have to keep your veins cold because it's a cold world out here, and they ain't just talking about these baby mama terrorists. Just like, period, man, your family can be a piece of shit when it comes to money and death. It ain't always about family getting together and growing. Sometimes you have to wash your hands, move on even from them. It could be your own mother, your own father. MPI, shout out to him. $2 donation. Put this on the BMT books. Yeah, man. Hey, this just go to show how devious these bitches can be. So while people want to sit back and tell me that I'm just mad and bitter and I'm lying, all that shit, bitch, whatever you say. Shout out to Maurice Clark. He says guilty. These bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. 68 or 28, it doesn't matter. That's why you gotta be headstrong. That's why you gotta peep game. That's why we gotta change the laws in our mind, come to a higher standard, so we don't be in situations like this. We've been there, done that with these baby mama terrorists and grandma terrorists and so on. manipulated ass kids and everything else. We have to move on and live our life to the fullest because we only live one. Kobe Bryant did not know he was going to lose his life that day, nor his daughter that day going to where they was going. And unfortunately, it did happen. And because of that, you got this low-life motherfucker trying to reap the benefits off his death and his daughter's death. She sued both their estates, not just his. This bitch ain't shit. And all these years she been around them, she talking about she should get paid for being a fucking grandmother. That's why I say it ain't good to always have motherfuckers in your household, man. Like they said, they let her get on, they let her live in one of the other cribs. They cribs they own. And that's good. But look what happened. Low life. And she was a low life even when Vanessa was a child. She was trying to raise her to be a baby mama Terrence, but I see Vanessa didn't go into that. She went through the cracks and she stayed loyal to Kobe Bryant even when he got caught cheating. She stayed. I respect that. So on behalf of the court, Palmer's court, we all find this bitch guilty and we sentence this whore, Sophia Lane, life in prison. So now take this bitch to the cell and throw away the motherfucking key. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but this shit is real. A lot of people don't believe it because she's an old lady and this person an old lady and she's a mother of the church and all that shit. That don't mean nothing. That's just a devil in disguise. That don't mean shit. Baby mama tears come in all forms, all colors, all races. Face, it does not matter. So don't you ever think that these baby mama tears got an age limit, because they don't. It's the mindset. And if they 68 years old with a ghetto mindset, they're gonna be speaking that ghetto ass mindset. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. And like I said, the bitch is guilty. Lock that door again, throw away a key. One more time. Yes, Mr. Hall, life. The truth. The truth. Bitch deserves life, just like these other baby mama terrorists. And that's why I say I'm gonna continue to call out these baby mama terrorists, whores, celebrity, not celebrity, I don't care. Just gotta spread the awareness so other men don't fall for this bullshit, because these bitches will set you up for failure. Y'all continue to take the red pill, MGTOW, or whatever you doing that's going to that path of righteousness and doing for self. And don't worry about no punk ass taxes, man. Let them bitches have the scraps. And you make your own money, have 3-4 sources of income. The one job you actually worked is under your social, the rest of them are the EIN number, man. But we'll talk about that another day. But like I said, y'all be safe either tomorrow or it's gonna be Monday, where I talk about the brother who called out his baby mama terrorist when all he was trying to do was be a father to a 4-month-old son. So y'all be easy. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support, fuck these baby mama terrorists, and fuck Sophia Lane. Court is adjourned. Yeah.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies,